Hi Aries, welcome to your reading for February 2019. February, yeah. You know, once we get past January, I feel okay about winter again. So, we're almost there. Welcome everyone. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You may have planets in Aries, or you just may be intuitively guided. Welcome, guys. For you, I'm going to do the same spread I did last month. I've been doing different spreads, but I kind of feel like I need to do a structured spread. So we're going to go ahead and do the same one from last month, but I rather enjoyed that spread, and it gives a lot of information, so we will do it again. Okay, guys, I'm going to ask you just to go ahead and quiet your minds. Release the outcome. Take a few deep breaths. I'm going to go ahead and use the Tibetan singing bowl. And let's go. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to use the Whispers of Love. Beautiful oracle deck. Anything different we're going to do is I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do your cards. I always want to say live because I feel like you're right here with me as I record. Cards are staying tightly grouped together when normally they flow pretty easily. It's like they don't want to separate from each other. Too big. Let's see what we have. Shows simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. Gorgeous artwork. Back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Feels like something's about to manifest and it's just like a check-in, you know, but it looks bright. Forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. Man, if that's just one lesson we can learn in life, and the ability to let go, my gosh, our lives would be so different. choose love. You always have a choice to do what you should do. What? You always have a choice as to what you should do. Choose love. Like, choose the higher vibration versus the lower. Number 5, number 3, 29 and 21. 21. Why do I feel like 21? That number may be significant for someone. Okay. She's a Tarot Illuminati on the left. One more. We have the Three of Wands, Strength card of Leo, number 8, Major Arcana, definitely the overcoming of something to really, really set you free on this path. A path that you wanted, a path that you manifested. However it shows up. You had to go through forgiveness. What it looks like is someone here, you definitely had to overcome something, very clear, but what am I trying to say? Well, it's like, okay, you had to overcome something. I don't know why, I'm like, definitely forgiveness. There needed to be forgiveness. There needs to be forgiveness to open up this new path, which you are trying to manifest. I know on this new path, it feels like it is bringing you back to you. Almost like the World card is here and it's talking about this period is about you. What is it you desire? What are your wishes? What do you want to accomplish? That type of thing. It's almost like the energy of asking you to be somewhat selfish, but for good purpose. Definitely love on this path. Yet definitely a need to... So weird, I'm getting the energy of cards that aren't even here because I feel justice. That like attracting like. Law of attraction. And it kind of feels like you already know this. It's almost like It's almost like you can peek out your window and see, get a glimpse, maybe real quick, of what can be. But I definitely know it goes through a path of forgiveness first. And the reason why it's first is because, especially with the Three of Wands attached to it, this is about beginning something that lifts your spirits, that brings you joy and a sense of comfort. Okay, let's keep going. For some of you, this may be a great time for you to get a pet. And I feel like you're lonely. You're lonely. But I feel like, there's someone out there who's like, oh, I'm lonely. But yet you also don't feel like you're ready to be in a relationship. Like you got your head on your shoulders. You know that like right now would not be the perfect time. But you're lonely. And I don't know. I just feel like there's a dog or a cat. And listen, it could be anything. I just feel like the perfect animal so much will find you, kind of. Anyway, that could change your world around. And listen, a dog loves unconditionally. Unconditionally. I don't know about a cat. And think about the older animals too. It's just weird. I just got a picture of an older dog, a big older dog. Light hair, like, not really golden retriever. Well, could be. I do feel like the dog is a little bit overweight, but really handsome. It's like the color of a golden retriever. Furry. We have the Four of Swords. So there is a pause, right? A pause in action. Seeking clarity. You can see how Three of Swords are hanging on the wall. Pretty much in the mind space and the heart. But, it's seeking clarity. Can be seeking communication, right? But I feel like this is more about healing. Mother Mary is very strong in this energy. And I feel like this sword down here right now, it's that feeling of he's got to lay on his sword. He's got to lay on this one sword. So this may be the forgiveness. And that may be what that sword is. It's like it will suit you. And I'm wondering, like, laying on one sword, I know that means something. And I kind of feel like it means surrender. I could be completely wrong. I'm just going with my gut right this moment. But I feel like it's a surrender. But a peaceful surrender, I want to say. You are receiving help and healing outside of yourself. You're requesting it. And therefore it's given to you. But you can, it's like I'm given, it's almost like a moment of clarity and a moment of relief. I don't know. But then I put myself right back there again. Because for some reason, I feel like maybe not for everyone, but I feel like healing is given. And I do feel like it's over the heart. And I acknowledge that. But then I turn around and put myself back into it. Almost like the Nine of Swords energy. Here I am talking about another card that's not out here. But that's what it feels like, the Nine of Swords. You know, that extreme worry. The repetitive thoughts. But you have the Strength card here, so this is the ability. Listen, this is the ability to overcome anything in our life that's not serving us. Anything. So for some of you, you really have to put yourself first. And remember, it's almost like remember who you are and remember what it is you wanted out of life. And start chasing it. The 3 and a 3. You know, this also feels like the energy of seeing it in the mind's eye as it already exists. Another 3. I have the Devil, and you see how it flipped in my hand like that? Picked it up and it completely flipped around. So I'm not feeling great about it. It's a card of Capricorn. And it can be both, by the way. You know, I have a feeling for someone this is about the balancing of, you know, the yin and yang within yourself, the light and the dark. But when I'm saying balancing it, it's in a different way. It's an acknowledgement of it. You know, this part of me exists, and I have to accept it as part of me. This may sound weird, but it's almost like someone's trying to be too good. Trying to stay out of the dark. But sometimes you do have to go through the dark. Well, most of the time. Alright, let's keep going. You know, I feel like if you've been with someone before and they were really manipulative towards you, and I feel like you have a fear now of moving into really any relationship. And it's kind of it's more about not trusting yourself. And you know, because maybe this person put their best foot forward for quite a bit. It's almost till they snag you, right? Your advice is, if you trust your feelings because you had a red flag before, but chose to go forward, okay, which is your option. There's no punishment for that. It's just that this is what you chose to go forward, and that was the experience with it. But the red flags were there, and you know, I feel like you can even acknowledge that, and that's all you need is a little acknowledgement. Yep. In the beginning, I ignored it. I made an excuse for it. This is not to hammer you. This is to, because the thing is, if you can just accept that, okay, what was. What was. But you now have a much stronger intuition. You just need to trust it. So if you meet someone, if you stay in the present moment, you're not going to fall in the same trap, okay? But just don't deny the red flags if they're there. And I'm saying that because I feel like, I do feel like there is love on your path coming up. But within this energy, you'll just say no to it. You'll just say no to it, and again, your choice. The Three of Pentacles. So yeah, the merging of. This can certainly be talking about energy within your job, your career. I don't know why, but I feel like someone at your job gets recognition. They get recognition for, I don't know if it's your work, but okay, let me just tell you what it reminds me of. Way back, I don't even know when, early 90s, I sold cars for 3 years. My father was general manager in dealerships my whole life, so I kind of grew up around that atmosphere. But they were good guys. Anyway, there was one salesman who had an office beside me, and he's what you would call an ass kisser. And that's exactly what he'd do. He'd kiss up for deals, but the sales manager would give them to him. And they were related, like a cousin, something like that. I don't know. But that's the kind of energy I feel like seeing someone else being rewarded, even though they're not really doing the job. I mean, the sales manager is the one who really sold the car. The salesman just kind of sat back. Didn't have the knowledge because he wasn't forced to. Anyway, that's the kind of energy someone's dealing with at work. The Fool. That may be exactly, you may be considering leaving with the Fool energy there. You also might be considering, I kind of feel like standing up for yourself. But I think, I feel like, I don't feel like it's a good idea. And the reason why is, I kind of feel like whoever the owner, let's say, or your main boss is, it's all about money, right? It's not about the employees. It's not about what's fair. It's not about any of that. It's about the bottom dollar. And for whatever the reason, they got this person on a pedestal. But I feel like their day will come, because we're also talking about the law of attraction here. And I feel like, things will really change for you, but don't be hasty. Okay, just don't be hasty. You're probably like, damn, I was going to tell my boss tomorrow. It's not necessarily that you can't go tell them if that's what you want to do. I just don't think you'll get the response. And that may end up pushing you out the door. It might be like, enough is enough, but just make sure you're okay with that, that's all. Okay, let's keep going. This is going to be a long video, I can tell. You know, I think I said in Pisces, I really let go of the time when I'm reading. Like, I don't let time be a factor one way or the other. And if people leave comments and they, you know, want to say whatever they want to say, or try to convince me to change what I'm doing, it's never going to happen. You know, I know who I am, and I know how I like to do it. And I'm not here for like quick little tarot reading. I'm here for to help. Nine of Pentacles. Very independent energy. You know, this is like, I don't know why, but I feel like stocked up knowledge. Like the knowledge is there for whatever this is. But it kind of feels like stocked up. And I'm seeing like books stocked up on each other, like just in a single tower type of thing. They feel like old books, and that may be the wisdom. Someone may be learning a lot from books right now. Or you can learn a lot from these books, and they're, you know, it's about wisdom, it's about history. You know, the pages are yellowing and they look well read, so I feel like it'll be interesting. And I feel like it's maybe about family history for some. Some of you may have saved enough money now to, you know, definitely, you know, you could be adding different avenues into your business. I kind of feel like I did one thing, and it doesn't mean I'm not going to continue to do it, but I feel this energy of I want to do more. Or I want to add more, something like that. And I do feel like now is the time. Now's a good time. Let's put it that way. Some of you are getting ready to travel. And, okay, well, you know, if you are, and it may just be for vacation, or I feel like someone may be traveling for like a couple months. I feel like be careful if you know, let's just say it, if you have like any addictions, anything that tries to pull you down into lower energy, just be careful. Because I don't know why I feel like you may let down your guard and tell yourself, it's vacation or something like that. Especially if you're sober and don't let your thoughts fool you, okay? Princess of Pentacles. Well, that is a journey of seeking knowledge. And for some of you, it may be you are trying to figure out how to start your own business, your own endeavor, something like that. Because it does look like this is what some of you are trying to learn. So something, and it can even be something within history that you then will use. But I do feel like, there's so much information on the internet, but for some reason, I feel like for some of you, it's within books. And they feel like wise books. And I'm not saying like a guru type of energy, but it could be. It depends. Depends what you're seeking, I suppose. Some of you could feel like you're a little bit in the tower moment, but it feels like if that's the case, it's because you're about to transform. And maybe there was some resistance from you. Because sometimes that's all it is. It's the universe saying, nope, this is what you asked for. Here it is in front of you. But there's resistance coming from you. More resistance, and they may make it bigger and bigger and bigger. But, right, it's like a little red flag. Nah. Bigger red flag. No. Gigantic red flag. So then the universe is like, okay, well, we're just going to end it. Where you have no choice but to move on. Per your request. I do feel February is going to be really grounded for you, though, Aries. Like, really grounded energy. I feel like you're in your, I don't know, kind of in a rare form. Six of Pentacles. Wow. A lot of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. So I know some of you are definitely dealing with what feels like maybe started out as a lack of funds, trying to build up the funds. Some of you may be holding two jobs, or you're holding your job and you're trying to create a business when you get home from work. Because I feel like I can't put as much energy into what I really love. And again, financially. For some of you, it may be what may have forced your hand, what may have felt like the tower, is someone at work who just drove you batty, right? For some reason, up on a pedestal, and they don't deserve to be there. But it's like the catalyst that then moves you. Alright, let's just get our top cards out too while we got the deck. Whoa. Alright, I'm going to take them. We have Judgment, Rebirth, Fairness. I definitely feel the presence of archangels. So, what I mean by that is I feel like coming into play, active within your life. Even epiphanies of which direction you should go. This feels kind of guided, really guided. Some of you may be starting something that does, like you could be like a psychic medium. Feel like more like a medium. And, you're starting something new with it. You're starting something new, and I feel like I just need to say, because I feel like you're going to do really well. And I am feeling people around the world, so this is for more than one person. Because I'm seeing like different countries all of a sudden. The ticket here is, don't try to put everything in, or don't feel bad if you need to add things slowly, right? One at a time. Don't worry about that. Don't try to grow big fast. And I feel like because for some of you, Some of your best customers are going to come from like your first year in business. Those that will be with you for the rest of this business life. But you're going to find them in the beginning. And you know, and what I'm feeling is, even though you're going to be a great source of help to them, they also in some way will be a source of comfort to you. Okay. Four of Pentacles. You know, I have to say your reading, Aries, is really about you guys' career, you know, your foundation. And it does feel like, because you're being prepared, it definitely feels like with this Four of Pentacles, like right now I am, you know, and we're moving into the potential, right? What our potential is. I feel like this is talking about really feeling grounded. And when I say feeling grounded, it doesn't mean that you won't be traveling. I feel like somebody needs to hear that. You know, maybe you were resisting buying a house, but you need those roots. I don't think that means your adventure is over, okay? It's just your central place now. Nine of Swords. So we had that energy earlier, and it is falling above the Four of Swords. So definitely looking for clarity of mind, you know, the turning off of thoughts. And you control that. You control that. You do have control over that, even though it's hard to master. And I'm only saying that because I have prayed for that prayer and have heard it's under my control. Temperance, beautiful energy. Sagittarius. This is about a path that is divinely guided. So this is probably why it's feeling, you know, a lot of archangels involved here. And they can help us all at the same time, even if everything is different. Okay. You know, this is about, for some, about taming certain areas of oneself that kind of don't fit anymore. And that may be like, you know, I've been living a wild lifestyle, but, you know, I have kids. I have a kid now, and, you know, I got to get up 6 a.m., 5 a.m. So you're starting to realize that these two lifestyles aren't really working together anymore. And don't feel bad, you know, like, again, why am I feeling Aries is like, I don't want to give. Like, I'm afraid of giving up adventure, but you're not giving up adventure. It's just a completely different type of adventure. But, you know, and I think someone's got to recognize that. It's not, you know, because I feel like you know, you have a small child and you're in the midst of the crying in the middle of the night, and, you know, I used to go out and stay out, and now, you know, that will pass, and there are really beautiful adventures waiting. So open yourself up to that. We have the High Priestess. You know, I feel like if someone is battling their mind, battling your mind, because of just thoughts that I cannot shut off, you need to start telling yourself that yes, you can. you know, you've lost the power of it, but it's still there. You need to find something to get involved with, something that, you know, something creative, something that takes your mind off of everything but it. This is, for some of you, this is your solution. What happens is, as time passes, you're going to find that you're so happy you picked it up again. But also that the pain will fade away. Now, it will still pop in your head every once in a while, but you're going to learn that you can just be like, nope, I'm not going to think that. I'm going to think about my future, about the joy. And when you're thinking like that, put a big smile on your face. You know, I've heard, I think it was Joel Osteen who said, and I've done this, you know, when you're feeling down, stand up and start like going, yeah, like like your football team just won the Super Bowl. You know, like, yes, and do it for, you know, do it for however long you want. But it literally changes the makeup, the chemistry, where your body feels that it's truly celebrating. So you have control. You know, this is showing us whatever our situation has been. The opportunity to change it in I don't know. I don't want to say it like in our favor, because it's not about like changing someone else. I feel like it's more about the energy, our energy. Ace of Cups and the Empress. Beautiful energy together. Beautiful energy. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. It's actually 2, 1, 3, but 1, 2, 3. You know, the Empress can certainly be your energy, but I feel like the Empress is handing love to someone, especially going to the High Priestess. It kind of feels like, you know, this may be a spiritual love. Some of you could certainly be your mother, and you feel their love. You know, when you meditate, go into a peaceful state, or even sleep. And I feel like that alone is a source of strength for you. Okay? It can be used as a source of strength. You have the Four of Cups. The Two of Wands. Just feels like everything's coming together. Especially with the 4 and a 2, which is now the 6. It feels like everything's coming together here. You know, and starting a new path. And I'm thinking, you know, it's so weird. I just thought to myself, how many times can I say in a reading, you know, or reading after reading, starting a new path? Is everybody starting a new path? And it came to me immediately, it's not about, for everyone, starting a whole new life, but it's an avenue within your life. that offers change that will eventually affect your whole life in a positive way. And I know it's in a positive way. Look at that. The Ace of Pentacles, which is absolutely beautiful. And listen, you are definitely moving into a time of abundance, a time of creating. And the ability, avenues opening up for you. This is about, this is about the world, Earth, working with you. This is about your material world being manifested. I also feel for some of you, this is about, I'm putting those thoughts out of what I want to bring, likes attracting like. And I feel for some of you, well, maybe everyone, this is the other end of it. So I threw that thought out. This is now about that coming back to me, the actual realization of it. And it's abundant. And it brings happiness to, I said happiness, but I'm reminded that happiness starts within. It brings joy to your life. And that in return brings joy to everyone around you and everyone who loves you. And again, I just feel like saying, if you need to take a little bit more time, especially if it's dealing with your own foundation, go ahead and do, but don't take a lot of time. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm saying don't take a lot of time is because I know that the majority of the knowledge exists within you already, and I know that, by the time you're ready to go gung-ho, you'll have what you need. Alright, and we're going to use the Cosmic Tarot to clarify. And we're going to start clarifying since it took me so long to put this spread out. Let's just get right into, see, what do I want to look at first? I think I'm going to look at the Strength card just a little bit deeper for a second, because I feel like that's telling us a lot. Alright, so we have the Five of Pentacles, so it's also energy of overcoming, but kind of being in it. Right, so in the Five of Pentacles energy, I'm still feeling injured. But even within that energy, it just feels like it doesn't... Okay, so I'm feeling injured, but I don't have the luxury of, moping in my room. I don't have the luxury. So some of you, it's like you have to keep moving forward, but it is for your better good. And there are people in place, catalysts to help you. Okay? Soul family coming down, like, to help. Say thank you a lot, because for some of them, it's like, well, you'll know. They enter into your life, do something pretty tremendous, and then, for whatever the reason, go. And I feel like finances has been unfair, or you feel like they're just unfair, whether that be through your job or someone you're with. Maybe you're not with them anymore. Look at that. Exactly what I was feeling, the Six of Pentacles. Wow. Oh my God, it's like so many pentacles. Major changes, guys, within your finances. And the majority of it just getting better and better. Just certain things, certain opportunities that, that I should take advantage of. And I am feeling someone's money, whatever the reason, you're not feeling that it's fair. Your money doesn't feel fair. Whether I'm not earning the same as someone else, or someone is spending my money as fast as I make it, or I am leaving my home and now I have half the finances. Something, but you're moving towards the Six of Pentacles, so I like that. So you're moving towards balance. Now, it may be you know, you're balancing it all yourself, but nonetheless, it'll feel balanced. A lot of independent energy, guys. You know, a lot of pulling on my wisdom and trusting my intuition, and there's a lot of movement. And listen, for some of you, the pain that you're in right now, what you're going to find down the road is, if you didn't have this pain, whatever it is, it may be a breakup, it may be a loss of a job, but you're going to find down the road the absolute purpose. And some of you, it is to start your own business. It is to move you more towards your spirituality. It's what your soul's calling for. And this is the way it's being done. But that doesn't mean you give up faith and sink down into it, right? This is all temporary. And again, it's like the archangels, right? They have a hand here. Okay. I want to look at Temperance. Temperance is also over the Nine of Swords, so you know there is healing coming over that mind, that worry, depression. Be proactive though on your, you know, also be proactive for yourself, but that it's there. Let me just put it this way. If you really want something to happen, look at that Four of Cups over here too. Put it out in the universe. Believe that it's true, but keep moving towards your own path. You know what I mean? Like, if someone tells you you can't imagine that you're with someone, well, yes, you can. You can, I don't know, have a whole life in your head. In a way, though. I feel like I'm stumbling over my words here. See it, believe it, and keep moving. Keep building up your own reservoir. Because when you are full, it's going to spill over. And like is attracting like. Keep that in mind. Like is attracting like. Energy. What I am is what I attract. That's why when people say, like, how could things get worse? You know, it's like one thing after another. Well, because you keep staying down in your energy. And I'm not saying that's the only reason, but it's certainly part of it. Right? I keep attracting this low energy because I'm keeping myself in it. This is all talking about rising above it, right? Going through forgiveness. And the main reason you're going through forgiveness is for your own soul. It is not about having to reach out to anyone unless you want to. And by the way, I feel like whatever you're forgiving, you will look back and be like, you know what, that was probably a catalyst too. Okay. 8 of Wands. So, number one, this is about swift action. Things happening quickly. Manifesting quickly. Again, coming out on a pentacle. So, you know, it is like you are, money is just flowing to you. Money flows to me easily and from all sources, which is good for all of mankind. Money flows to me easily from all sources, which is good for all of mankind. Tell yourself things like that. Ace of Wands, beautiful. This is action. But this is action because I want it. I'm not being forced. This is yes to questions of, is this the right path? Am I doing the right thing? Should I consider this? Yes. I also feel this is talking about your intuition and these new changes, whatever they're going to be for you. Really, you're really intuitive. Some of you, again, I'm feeling that energy of a medium, like receiving messages. And I do feel like for other people's loved ones. Well, I hope you're watching. I'd love to get a message from my son. But I feel like that's what you're going to be doing. And trust within yourself, I feel. Maybe you're a little shaky right now. But I feel like what you are receiving, I feel like you might be questioning what you're receiving. Like, is that real? And I feel like the answer is yes. You know, just bless yourself or, you know, protect yourself, that type of thing. Look that up online. There's a lot of different things. Okay. Well, there's the World. And I was feeling earlier the World, and I was feeling about it being a time for you to be selfish. And, you know, being selfish because this is a time when dreams are coming true. Your dreams. This is a time when you have to put yourself first. Definitely. Five of Cups, so I feel like this is talking about letting, for some of you, letting go of someone in the past. Remember, that does not mean they cannot return. But at this point, there is, you know, you got your own work to do. And through this work that you do will bring you a lot of abundance. I feel like someone's been really in that negative energy for a while, or that heavy energy, untrustworthy energy, all that. And especially with the Fool here, you know, making a decision. The Fool is telling me that it is your choice. It's your choice to go into the World energy, right? But to do that, I need to truly put myself first, as in no longer allowing barriers, people, to stop me from moving towards. And I feel like for some of you, it's things that you have been wanting to do for quite a long time. And with the Page of Pentacles here, it could also be going back to school. It's so weird. I feel like for some of you, you're learning design. And I kind of feel like clothes design, but it could be, you know, any kind of design. Designing furniture. Very much a time of hands, using hands too. Like literally building furniture, you know, from wood or whatever, metal. And for some of you, this is what's going to help you heal, I promise you, because you're just going to fall back in love, or you're going to fall in love with something, you know. Maybe you've never done it before, but you've always wanted to try. This is the time. You know, it's through the Two of Wands that we get to the Ace of Pentacles. Our own actions, right? Wands, action. I want to. I have a passion for it. I'm willing to. Four of Cups behind it, you know, thinking about things for too long and then there's no movement. I feel like cups are just like going in a circle, blah, 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 you know, and they're just all, I don't know. Queen of Wands, your energy, or another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Queen of Wands is very intuitive energy. It's really how she begins her path, through her intuition. She's a queen, so it is something she had to learn, right? She had to trust in herself. She's made mistakes. I feel like for some of you, the Queen of Wands is who you may be leaving behind. Let's look real quick. You know, for someone, I feel like I gotta say, you know, if you don't get yourself out of this funk, you're gonna wake up one day and find out you're an old lady or an old man. You know, and I'm saying that because the ability to move out of this is there. For some of you, you just need a road of independence for, you know, it's for the time being. You know, reminded of Temperance over here. All being divinely guided. Alright, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Read a little bit more about her. I definitely feel for some of you it is about be careful, because you're just going to wake up and find out that, and I don't care how old you are now, like I'm 58, but I'm feeling like it's moving me where I feel like I'm 88, 98. So it's moving me ahead quite a bit. But if you're 30, it's still moving you to like old age, baby. Look at that, Devil's there again. So, either someone's attached, definitely attached to a Capricorn. Okay, so, I feel like some of you are the Queen of Wands, and, you know, you could be male or female here, but I feel like it is about, again, being careful. I'm not just sitting in my chair and one day I wake up and I feel old. I am old. That type of energy. But I feel for others, there are some of you, this is a fire sign. I don't know, I feel I'm kind of matching the energy here, right? Because I have the Devil and the Five of Cups. I have the Devil and the Five of Swords. Five of Swords tells me that communication was not good. Communication could have been abrupt, like shut off. It could be you, them, or both of you, because we have two sets of almost identical cards. So even awareness over my own actions, and maybe that's all I really need is awareness of my own actions and not even worry about theirs. You know, I do feel like this is talking about a tie, like someone I felt tied to. And at this point, I'm not feeling energy of them wanting to change anything. That doesn't mean it can't or it won't. That has to come from them. And I'm just not feeling it right now. So just not recognition over their own shadow. What are you talking about? You know, what do you mean? I'm fine. You know, my friends tell me I'm fine. Well, I'm telling you different. Anyways, you guys, I kind of feel like, I do feel like this is kind of meant to be over now. And I'm sorry if that hurts some people. But this person pulls you down into their energy. Or you're doing it to them. You know, we have to be straightforward with ourselves. But I do feel it's more like someone just pulls you down in that energy. But you've kind of given up the fight. And I feel like if you're Aries, you need to bring that fire up, back out in you, girl. And boy, you need to bring it back out. Put that energy into your life. And I feel like, you know, we have the archangels involved here. We have the energy kind of like being set up, so to speak. This is your soul's desire, your soul's path. Divine timing. Things are happening when they're meant to happen. Sometimes we put resistance in, right? But yet, I feel like we still call out to the universe. This is what we've been calling for coming back now. But this is an independent time. Even if you're with someone, this is about thinking about you, because, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is for you. And the full energy, there's nothing I can't do. Doesn't mean I'm completely prepared. The full is the beginning. But it's showing me help along the road, along the way. I'm going to look down at this Ace of Cups. Look at that, the Three of Pentacles again. Wow. So for some of you, this tie, this love is in some way tied. Could be your work, could be your finances. The building of our finances, the building. Some of you may be building a home with someone. Redoing your mother's home. If it has anything to do with your mother's home, I feel like you are doing well, I mean, you're not gutting it, but there's some things going on. Construction, let's put it that way. And I feel like that's a good move for you. I want to say you guys. Four Swords again. I just feel like you have a lot of family energy coming through. Spiritual energy. Spirit in a lot of different forms, but I feel like for a lot of you, it's family members. And I felt this energy before, and I really kind of love it, because I feel like what they're doing is they're doing what they can. Like, they're sending out their sparks. But it is kind of like everyone's sitting back and watching you. You are the movie. You are the main attraction. And it's funny because they're kind of getting a kick out of it. But the reason why is because they're not, you know, it's like they know that this life is just a blimp. So they know that you can get through anything, right? We don't think it at the time, but that's what they're thinking. Like, they'll be in and out of this in no time. So we don't need to step in on certain things. Let them experience it, give them the growth. But it is like you are the main attraction. But they are giving you what you're asking for. Okay, that's the main thing. And for a lot of you, this is about finances. So whether you receive epiphanies, like out of the blue, you remember, like, man, I saw someone do this, and I think I would love that. This isn't a lovey-dovey reading, I have to say, Aries. This is more about loving yourself enough where everything else is just going to fall in place. I want you to think about that. If you love your life, if you love what you do, it's just going to naturally change your energy. And again, the law of attraction. So as I live a more peaceful, happy life, I just naturally will attract more people like that. Versus this earlier energy, Six of Swords, beautiful. Again, energy of you. And promise of things looking up in your life. It is about the balance. It's showing us that, there's help coming from above. This is about helping you definitely with your thoughts. For some of you, it is about communication, but it's more in... there's things that you need to communicate, and I feel it's more like, for some of you, it's like public speaking. And you may be so frightful, but I feel like you'll be calmed. So you're kind of learning about it. Don't give up. I have the King of Wands. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Tower. The Emperor. Wow. Aries. And the Nine of Cups. I just have to say, I feel like this is the... we have fire and fire here. So, and I feel like what I'm feeling is like I'm feeling fire coming from both. I feel like this is also giving us purpose. Like the Tower came down between this relationship, between these two people. But the purpose is the Nine of Cups. 9 Cups. It's about your emotions and what you want. Some of you, it could still be another Aries. Let's look a little deeper at that. All I know is, whatever happened here happened for your best. The breakup, the split, the ending, the Tower, however it was for you. I feel like if you're honest with yourself, you weren't. Did you just give up on you? That's kind of what I feel like. Did you get lost? Some of you are fantasizing about someone else. I feel like someone was fantasizing about someone else, and you could certainly be in a relationship, but it feels like your love interest was at work, or is. Could certainly be what the Tower is here. It's the Death card of Scorpio, and the Princess of Swords. Some of you could have certainly lost a partner too. And if that's the case, it feels like it was a while ago, and now is the energy of maybe getting ready to invite love back in your life. And I'm saying getting ready. So it doesn't mean like accept it immediately. Start the thought process. Feel the energy around you. Know that is what your loved one wants. And you can feel that. It's available to you. I mean, you might be able to feel it right in the video. I feel it. Whatever has ended, now is the time to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and move forward. The Ace of Cups still exists in the future. And you guys see, it's just like a big temporary pause, a course correction, getting you in place, but it's getting you in place for abundance and of your own dreams. You may think right now, like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But when you get there, even the beginning of it, listen, it just changes your outlook completely. Well, it turns you into the Fool, which is a beautiful, light, childlike type of energy, adventurous soul. Remembering who I am. Okay, I'm just going to do one more, and I'm just going to do it right across here. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So I like this too. I like this energy together. Two Pentacles. You know, I feel like I'm able to say yes, no matter what's going on. Let's talk about the Queen. So Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Sorry. For some of you. This is also about an energy. Queen of Cups represents a very open heart, a very loving individual. And deciding, you know, can I be that way? Am I ready to be that way? Because it will be what I'm attracting. And I feel like it's definitely what you want, right? You want to attract someone who's got a very open heart. But you have to be there too. Don't forget, like is attracting like here. Law of attraction is big in your life right now. I don't know if it's due to planetary action. I didn't feel urged to look anything up. Okay, I'm going to look at the Queen one more time. Go a level deeper. Well, we're just going to take a couple more cards, see what fits in here. Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a time of joy, a time of happiness, a celebration. Celebrating with people I love. Following the Queen of Cups, feeling that energy. Three Cups, there's more than enough love to go around. I have the Two of Wands, and I have the King of Cups. And the Princess of Wands. I didn't see her come out. So this is showing me the couple. It's showing me a Queen and a King. I like that it's Cups because it's showing me two people who are able to give, who, well, their energy's alike. So where I'm at, they're at. Yeah, I mean, that could be twin flame energy too. But I do feel like where I'm at, they're at. So as I open my heart, they open their heart. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone from the past. This could be someone on, you know, because here's the new beginning. And then we have the King of Cups. And I feel like the Princess of Wands energy is about taking a chance. He's looking right at her. You could certainly be a younger air sign or a younger fire, Aries, and this could be someone older. But nonetheless, I don't feel like age has a dip. It doesn't matter. I feel like this is you. Look at this. Willing to take a chance. You're willing to take a chance. You're not showing up as the queen. I'm willing, right? I'm willing to move forward with the energy. You're going to feel this person's energy. They're going to feel your energy. Some of you, this could be someone new that you're meeting at work. But I feel like what's going on here is as you're kind of put in place, I'm in the right place at the right time. This King of Cups energy that's when it comes out. I feel like someone's got a tie. Okay, I don't know what this is, but someone may have, like, I feel like I dated my dad's friend. And it feels weird to me, but it doesn't feel weird. The energy doesn't feel like, like, it's just like, yeah. Anyway, that's for someone. Nine of Cups is looking up at the Princess of Wands attached to the Emperor. This is definitely talking about my own foundation, even my own history. There's something about history with you guys too. And it could be, for some of you, it's like you may be studying the downfall of how did a disaster happen. But in some way, it feels tied to you. Anyway, this is coming through the Nine of Cups. So this is what you desire. This is putting you in the place, right? This is before the Ten of Cups. Nine of Cups is about having my own emotional needs and thoughts steady. Not perfect, right? But I'm feeling good within me. So some of you, a split, an ending had to happen, or you just would have stayed stuck back here. I know it's what your soul's calling for. I don't know if you know that yet, but you will. Okay, any final cards? Any final cards? Come on. Princess of Pentacles. Again, Five of Wands, mirroring energy. This is like attracting like, except they're a little bit in their lower. It's more of a passionate. This is a playful energy too. A lot of people read this as aggressive. It's very playful too. It is, to people who are just very alike. Princess of Pentacles looking over that, and look at that, the Two of Cups. Following under the King of Cups. Beautiful. I do feel like with the Princess of Pentacles here moving into the Five of Wands, some of this discovery is about my own actions and seeing myself within the Two of Cups. It's showing me that this is a soulmate connection, which I have no doubt with Temperance here. Because Temperance is really like pouring the energy down, and an Ace of Cups is filling up from it. So Two Cups is about a soulmate that is coming on your path. Old energy, new energy. I feel a little bit of both. But what I really feel is the awareness over myself. And even their perspective, like being able to see their perspective, doesn't mean it's right or wrong, but I see it, or I can see how when I reacted one way, they reacted back. We're all responsible for our own reactions, but it can be a clue, because you are moving into much higher energy. At least you want to be, right? Law of attraction. It is It is yours. But you know, it can be dangerous. And I mean that in a joking way, as in if I keep telling myself that I can't change, I can't be happy, then that's exactly what I'll keep getting. It's exactly the way I'll keep feeling. Seek it out. Keep your mind busy as you are overcoming. And in return, beautiful opportunity opens up for you guys. A very guided path, guys. Very guided. Unconditional love. You're not losing any of it. Even if I feel like I'm losing, it's showing me that no. You know, it may feel like it temporarily, but definitely love and abundance. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. And when you bring happiness to those around you, eventually you'll feel it. Okay. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, recording. That was my granddaughter who just came in. I don't know. You could see her on the video. Anyways, beautiful reading. Kind of deep, but look where it's taken you. So I hope the messages get to the right people. I know that they do. You know, I have complete confidence in that. So I don't even know why I say that. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful month of February. And just open yourself up to the energy. Law of attraction. Like is attracting like. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.